Super, super cool. They have linemen that they've hired to bring in. They've hired and brought these guys in all over to bring this in. They've gone through town and they've had to remove each of the lights that it's gone through. Here, they remove it, lift it, let it go through. Just cool to be part of history after World War II. Just imagine the men that were on this back in the 40s, fighting in World War II. Absolutely cool. You have all the linemen over there. You have all these trucks, buses, but this thing is massive. So this is 1 out of 7 that, it's called the Philippine Mars, that fought during World War II. They're bringing it here in Arizona. We have the Pima Air and Space Museum. So this was 1 out of 7 long-range ocean patrol flying boat from 1942 and 1947. This fought throughout the war, and they've converted it into a fireboat, and it was disassembled at Lake Pleasant in Arizona, and then it's brought here to Tucson, Arizona. I wish we could touch it. I'm sure it has so much energy, but it's super cool. It is absolutely humongous, and the way they got it here. I'd be curious to find out how much it cost them to bring here.
Wait, let's get one more for sister.
You can see up there. But this thing, you guys, absolutely so cool. You have all the guys working over there. They're selling shirts. You have all your linemen. They're all under all these trucks. What they were saying was, as they were coming through, they have to go, and all the stoplights, all the linemen go, they remove all the bolts from those lights, lift them, and let them go. So I think they're trying to, I don't know, they have to go this way. I don't know how they're gonna get under the bridge, or if there's a go around, they'll have to go, but the maneuver of this that is carrying it, like the wheels all turn different angles so that way they can get it through. Absolutely cool though. It's the Philippine Mars coming to stay in Arizona at the Pima Air and Space Museum, as this is 1 out of 7 ocean boat planes that they had that fought during World War II. Super dope. Look, all the linemen are lining up, getting ready to I'm doing a safety briefing. Thank you for the likes. Thanks for the follow. If you're just joining, this is the Philippine Mars. This is 1 out of 7. Let's go over here and see what they're saying. It's a long-range ocean patrol flying boat that they used in the 40s to battle World War II. It's talking about how they're gonna get it. Thank you for the share.
Cross over at the intersection, and then we'll stay wrong with the entire way. This can be interesting.
Yeah, that's exactly what he just said. They're gonna go over I-10 and cross over at Cold.
That's fine. So I would suggest tonight maybe we have our truck.
I enjoy watching. I watched them all night last night.
This is the
They did some shit last night. So they were supposed to come down to Lexington to win. So I mapped myself so I could see in front of them all the time. But they can't. They went Ajo, jogged across from Ajo to Camino de Oeste, took Camino de Oeste to Irvington, and then 2 o'clock.
said they're not rushing the finish line. Slow and easy.
And they had to come out, loosen the power line so they could use the bucket truck to pick it up, and then they came down from there.
So this is the Philippine Mars. This is 1 out of 7 long-range ocean patrol flying boats that flew in the 40s during World War II.
I met them.
They converted it, 1 out of 3 of those 7, they converted to a fire bomber to battle forest fires. So this one's been retired. So it was over at Lake Pleasant in Arizona. Hi. They disassembled it and then they are transporting it to the Pima Air and Space Museum. So it's just super cool, part of history. Thank you for the gifts, sis. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the share. These are all the linemen, all the guys who are safely getting this here. Thank you to the blue-collar gentleman. Oh, thank you. This guy is huge. That's the end. There's people inside. Cockpit up there. Just some super cool history going on. Tucson, Arizona. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you again for the gifts. So sweet.
Last night there was.
They all have energy drinks.
They're moving it. Anybody else have anything?
Well,
They're gonna get this going. It's been parked here all day. They got in early this morning, I believe. Again. It says it's 1 of 7 built between 1942 and 1947. It's a long-range ocean patrol flying boat that was in World War II. It's a flying boat. And they converted 3 out of those 7 that were made in the 40s into fire bombers. Fought forest fires, and now it's retired. They had it at Lake Pleasant in Arizona. and now it is going to stay at Pima Air and Space Museum in Tucson, Arizona. Super cool part of history. These are the linemen, the guys coming through to transport it. They had to remove, they're gonna go this way, they're gonna go up the freeway and wrap around because they have to go on the other side of the freeway. Oh, hey girl, isn't it so cool? My husband is, I don't know if anyone knows, my husband is actually he's a commercially rated helicopter pilot, so he's super into aviation, and we saw this coming through, and he's like, it's parked down over in front of the dump down here. And so he's like, we gotta go. So after Liv's volleyball game, we came down to see it, but super, super cool. There's my dude checking it out, watching. Hello, Michelle. Hi, Tracy. I know it's not our typical live, but this used to be a long-range ocean patrol flying boat that came in. It's 1 out of 7 that was ever made, and they're gonna be putting it at the Pima Space and Air Museum here in Tucson, Arizona. It's just so cool. Like, this is what was used to fight in the war. Like, just imagine the people, the men that were in there fighting, like, on this in the 40s. Like, it's just, I don't know, that kind of stuff trips me out. It's just so cool to think of, like, what this did for us. It is so cool. It's absolutely massive.
Well, we were originally supposed to go down.
Sir, I have a viewer that said, can you please look more exciting?
Jazz hands.
It was Rowdy Maid Co.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's super, super cool. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for the gifts. We're trying to listen in to the big boss right there. See him leaning? That's the big boss man.